Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Okay, what is going on? Oh, mashallah, I see a lot of salams. I thought I will do things a bit differently today. Okay. Walaikum assalam, Binish, Afroza, Ahsan, Siadu. We brought your book, alhamdulillah. I'm sure, inshallah, you'll benefit a lot from it. Have you started reading it? Haya, Asma, Binish, and my daughter is with me, Binish. Walaikum assalam. What is your daughter's name? Binish. So, today we are going to talk about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. So I did this one before, but at a different time. So I'm going to do it again, inshallah. And today we also will talk about the story of Prophet Hud alayhi salam. Along with that, there's some differences, but I think a lot of the lessons, inshallah, that we will discuss are similar. So I'll do it together. Okay. Zoya. Assalamu alaikum, Zoya. Wa alaikum assalam, Nuraini. And everybody else watching, please do say salams. Jazakallah khair. Sister Haya, remember me in your du'as. Make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses the soul. Can it reaches more children, inshallah. And I can do more. We can all do more. Okay, so Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, let's begin there and then we'll come to Prophet Hud alayhi salam. So we'll try to keep it around 20-25 minutes, inshallah. Alaikum assalam, Hussein and Hashim. Everybody coming in, please say salams. Please say salams. Don't be stingy with salams. In Ramadan, we need to increase our good deeds, and here you're going to get an opportunity for saying salams to so many people. So say salams in the comments. Don't be stingy with them. How's everybody's fasting going? I've just started. It's morning time in Australia. Alhamdulillah, we are really short fast. So we just started a couple of hours ago, and we'll probably finish in a few hours. But alhamdulillah, for all of you who get long fast, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you more for the longer days that you're going through. We try to catch up in our reward at night. Right? So Allah, you can see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala balances it. So you have something, we have something. You have long days, we have long nights. Wa alaikum assalam, Mona. Who is from Australia here? Apart from me. Let me know. Okay. Say salams, everybody joining in. Please say salams. Please say salams in the comments. Okay, let's begin. So we're going to talk about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. We know that the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam went through a lot of bullying for a lot of years. He was mocked by a lot of people, not just for 1 week, 1 school year, but for hundreds of years. Literally hundreds of years of mocking. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine going to a school where everybody just keeps making fun of you every single day, every single day, every single day? They're torturing you, they're making fun of you, and everything that you say, they're like, yeah, no way, and they just joke about you, gossip about you, try to hurt you. Would you ever want to go back to that school again? No. But Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he kept going back to those same people. He could have said, well, I'm a good Muslim and I can't do this. Like, I'll just do my salah, read my Quran, and that's it. No, he didn't say that. He did his salah, he did his prayer, he did his Quran. Oh, he didn't have Quran at that time. But, he did whatever worship he was commanded to do. He was kind to people, and he would go and help other people come to Jannah, to come to the right way so they can be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Jannah. Even though they didn't want to listen to him. Like, go away, we don't want to listen to you. Yeah, sure, we are going to die and then we'll come back to life. That's impossible. They would make fun of him, that we're not going to come back to life. So after we die. But Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, look at his mercy for the people, right? The mercy he had in his heart for people. That even the worst bullies, such mean people, he's still trying to help them. He's still trying to help them, save them from the hellfire. And this is something we find in every prophet, isn't it? All the prophets did that. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did that too. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam did that for hundreds of years. So much mercy in his heart. Do you have the same in your heart for people who are being mean to you? Then maybe you're trying to help them, but they still don't want to listen. Maybe a bully at school, or maybe even your own sibling, brother or sister, that maybe you want them to do something good or you're trying to help them, but they're not listening. They're being mean to you. Do you have mercy for them in your heart? Don't they? Actually, they have a much greater right of mercy on you, right? They have a much greater right that you show mercy to them. So Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he kept giving them dawah, kept trying to help them, but they did not listen. And there were some people even in his family, right? Even in his family, like his mother, like his wife, like his son, who did not believe in him, who mocked him, who made fun of him, right? So sometimes, I don't know about, maybe some of you are going through this, that you have family members, cousins, aunties, uncles, maybe even one of your parents or grandparents, maybe who don't believe in Allah. Or maybe they are Muslims, but maybe they don't believe the way that you believe, or don't practice the way you practice, right? And sometimes what happens is people start making fun of even their family members. That, oh, you have such a long beard. Why do you wear the hijab? I don't pray 5 times a day. I don't think that I need to do that, right? Sometimes that can happen, right? But we can see that happen to Prophet Nuh alayhi salam as well. That he went through that with his own child. Imagine how hard that was. It was very hard for him. Very hard for him. And that also reminds me, actually, one of the worst ways you can hurt your parents, your mom, one of the things that will make her the saddest, or your father the saddest, hurt her the most, is when you don't listen when she's telling you to pray, or you stop praying, or you stop worshiping Allah. That will really hurt her, right? That would really hurt. And one of the best ways you can make your parents happy, and Allah happy as well, of course. And when your parents are happy, Allah is happy. That is your prayer, right? And you're going and reading the Quran on your own without mom even telling you. They're like, what happened? She's reading on her own? He's reading on her own? That's the best, one of the best ways you can please your parents, right? Surprise them, make them so happy. Do it on your own. It will give their heart so much joy, so much happiness. This is true happiness. When you get up for salah without your mom even nagging you, telling you, right? Anyways, I completely diverted from what I was saying. Anyway, what I was saying was, sometimes even our family members can make fun of us for being Muslims. But we learned from Prophet Nuh alayhi salam that we need to be patient with them. And we still, because they are our family, we try even harder to help them, right? We don't say, okay, go, I don't care, I give up. Do whatever you want to. I'm not going to help you. No. We don't give up on them, right? We don't say, oh, I don't want to be your family anymore. We don't say, I hate you. or you are a bad person. No, we just try to help them as much as we can, right? And we don't, we remember that I am doing it to please Allah. If somebody is making fun of me for that, then great. Great. Why did I say great? Because you know what happens? Whenever somebody is mean to you, they call you stupid, loser, whatever, Allah will give you their good deeds. Allah will take from their good deeds and give them to you. So you are getting literally free good deeds. How awesome is that? So don't you think you should say thank you for your good deeds? Yeah, thank you for calling me stupid. All right. And sometimes, what if they have no good deeds? Then Allah will take from your sins and give it to them. If somebody bullies you, makes fun of you, never apologizes. So imagine how many good deeds Prophet Nuh alayhi salam got. He was bullied for so many hundreds of years, and he got so many good deeds from all those people who mocked him. So finally, though, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, after hundreds and hundreds of years, he made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to punish those people, right? He made dua to Allah to punish those people. And maybe perhaps one of the reasons he made that dua to Allah was also because to help the other Muslims, other people who had become the Muslims. Allah knows best. So he makes dua to Allah, and as a result of that, he now knows the punishment of Allah is coming, that of rain is coming, flood is coming, and he warns the people. And he is hoping that at least now they will come back to Allah. And we know that he starts to build a boat. And the people are like, look at it. It's so stupid, right? They're calling him astaghfirullah, they're making fun of him. And this is ridiculous. There's no rain anywhere, and he's making a boat here in the desert, right? So they're making fun of him. It seems ridiculous to them. Imagine if somebody gives you a warning. If a prophet of Allah gives you a warning, then the punishment of Allah is coming. What would you do? What would you do? Tell me in the comments. What would you do if you got a warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What would you do? Tell me in the comments. If you got a warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what would you do? What would your reaction be? Yeah, Mehwish said that seeking forgiveness from Allah, forgiveness from Allah. Haya said, I would listen and work hard to achieve it. Achieve what? Okay, we ask, we will repent to Allah, we'll turn back. Allah, oh no, I have been really mean for a long time. I ask Allah for forgiveness. Please forgive me. I'll do my best from now on, right? We will ask Allah for forgiveness, right? And do you think if these people who had mocked Prophet Nuh alayhi salam for hundreds of years, if now they had asked for forgiveness, would Allah have forgiven them? Would Allah have forgiven them? Hashim and Hussein also said a lot of forgiveness. I would ask for forgiveness. Zoya, sorry. Yeah. Yes, Allah would forgive them still. Allah is Al-Ghafoor. He will forgive if they now turn back. But they still don't. They instead make fun of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. They keep mocking him, keep joking about him. And so finally we know that the storms came, the rain came, the floods came, and they were all dead suddenly. It just came out suddenly. It was no sign of rain. And suddenly the rain starts pouring on them slowly, they are all gone. And so, they didn't take it seriously, even when in the beginning, they did not take it seriously, but they did not heed the warning. And we know what happened to them. And then Allah saved the Muslims and the people who believed in Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. One lesson we learn from it is not to give up so easily, right? You can see Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, hundreds of years he's giving dawah. How many Muslims are there? Only a few. And still he just continues like going on and on and on. Keep trying. What happens to us when you're like, oh, mom, this homework is too hard. This is too hard. This project is too hard. This is too hard. Quran is too hard. And I give up. No, we want to be like Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. Hundreds of years he doesn't give up. Allah rewards you for what? Your effort or how good you are at the end, the result. Does Allah reward you for how hard you worked, or does Allah reward you for the end result? Allah rewards you. Tell me in the comment. Allah rewards you for your effort, because the result is not even in our hands. That's up to Allah what he gives us, right? Our effort is all that counts, right? The result doesn't even matter that much, because that's up to Allah. Will there be a good result? Will there be a bad result? Your effort is what counts. That is what Allah will reward you for. Did Allah reward Prophet Nuh alayhi salam for counting 1, 2, 3, how many Muslims are there? Or did Allah reward Prophet Nuh alayhi salam for every day, for every minute, for every second that he was working towards his mission to help people? Every second. So I know a lot of the time sometimes when we are reading the Quran, we keep getting stuck and it's hard. Memorizing can be hard, right? And praying can be sometimes, doing wudu, some people might feel like, oh, right? Well, it's easy, alhamdulillah. But if you're getting stuck in the beginning, right? It's these things, it's hard in the beginning. A lot of the things are hard in the beginning. So if you're getting stuck and you're finding it hard, don't you have to put in more effort? Yeah. So your reward is more as well. Allah will reward you much more. If you get reading Quran, you're getting stuck, Allah will reward you double. If you're finding it hard to do wudu, Allah will reward you more for that wudu, because you really pushed yourself. You've really put in a lot of effort to come to that wudu. Okay. Okay. So another lesson I think we learned from this, and this also is for Prophet Hud alayhi salam. I said we will also talk about him. Similar thing happened with him. There were people who were like very arrogant. They're like, we are so powerful. We have so, look at the buildings we build. We are so strong. We are so powerful. And Prophet Hud alayhi salam warned them that Allah is more powerful than you. Allah is the one who gave you all this power. But they didn't bother to listen. Instead, they made fun of him like Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. And he warned them, but they did not listen. He warned them that the punishment of Allah is coming. They did not listen. And finally, we know that the punishment of Allah came to them as well. And they did not repent, and they were gone too. What do we learn from these like punishments of Allah, the warnings of Allah coming? And right now we know there is coronavirus. And a lot of people are worried, like, is this the punishment of Allah? Is Allah angry? Is Allah angry at you? What do you think? What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Is Allah punishing us? I don't know. We can't say. We don't know if this is a punishment of Allah. We know about the people of, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam and so on, because Allah told us in the Quran. But right now what is happening, is this a punishment? We don't know, right? We cannot be 100% sure for sure, right? But it is very clearly a warning from Allah, right? Isn't it? It is a clear warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be careful. Get back on the right track, right? Maybe we were wasting too much time, forgetting about Allah completely. Just focused on how many games I can play, how much time I can watch TV, videos, this, that. Not focused on how I can be the best Muslim, reach the highest level of Jannah. What can I do for that purpose? And look at the timing of the coronavirus. It came right before Ramadan, right? It's like it gave us a couple of months to get ready for Ramadan, right? So you do make it the best Ramadan of your life. And now it's still right now. Now we have more time as well to worship Allah. This is a big warning Allah has given the whole world. Nobody could have imagined that the whole world could just stop completely, suddenly, like that. Something would happen and the whole world will stop. No schools, no shops, a few shops, right? But it happened. And how did it happen? By a tiny virus that we can't even see with our eyes. So Allah is giving us a warning right now that we need to be careful. And like you guys just told me earlier, what would you do if Allah gives you a warning? It's time to do that. We have gotten a very clear warning. And what will come after the warning, that's even more dangerous, right? So inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who Allah saves from his punishment and makes us of the people of Jannah. You know, right now, this Ramadan is probably the most important Ramadan of all of our lives. Some of you are very young, you're just starting, you only had a few Ramadans. Some of us are like really old who have had a lot of Ramadans. But this is the most important Ramadan of our lives now. Because this Ramadan is going to be a big separator. Some people will rise really high after this Ramadan, and some people will sink really low because they used to go to Taraweeh and pray for Jummah. They're not even doing that. So they're like slack away this Ramadan, playing and watching and sleeping all day. But some people, they will heed the warning. Like Allah gave us a warning. I need to do really good. I'm not even going to the masjid. I need to take it on my own responsibility now to make sure I do my very best. I need to be very serious about it. And because of that, they will rise, because they will do so much better on their own without even help from their masjid. On their own, they will do so much better. They will rise so high after this Ramadan, inshallah. So much closer to Allah. And I hope you are one of them. And the fact that you are listening to me right now, this is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence that you just heard me say what I said. Someone wanted you to hear that. Allah wanted you to hear this from me. So you have gotten an extra warning, an extra reminder right now. So work hard. Allah is helping you. Who gives you a warning? Somebody who doesn't care about you at all, or somebody who cares about you a lot? Clearly, your parents warn you, right? Somebody who wants you to protect yourself. Somebody who wants to protect you. Who is protecting you? To protect you, they warn you. They care about you, so they warn you. Allah wants you to be close to Him. Allah wants you to win Jannah. So Allah is warning us. Heed the warning. And do what you told me that you will do. Seek forgiveness a lot this Ramadan. And make dua for me too. Okay, that's all. Mostly the reason I'm doing all this is so you inshallah make a lot of dua for me too. Okay, Jazakallah khair. I hope you benefited. Inshallah, tomorrow we will talk about, tomorrow I will be live again, inshallah. I was late today. I will be a little earlier tomorrow, inshallah. I'll do it at 5 p.m. EST, inshallah. Yes, so either we will have Ramadan chat show, which will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I will come live at the same time, 5 p.m. EST, and I'll tell you some reflections on some of the stories of the prophets. I'm not going to tell you the whole story like that, because I'm sure many of you have heard the stories. You want to learn some practical lessons that we can apply in our life, inshallah, from those stories. If you benefited from this video, you know what to do. First of all, give me lots of hearts. And also please share this video. Okay, please share it with your family, your friends, inshallah, and tell me that you benefited or not. Did you enjoy the story? Did you find it beneficial? It will also encourage me that you are finding it beneficial. Otherwise, I'll start thinking, is anybody even benefiting? Should I stop doing it? That's what happens to me a lot of time, right? So you need to tell me, yeah, I found it beneficial. So please continue, and I'll continue, inshallah. What is Ramadan hat show? We all wear hats in that show. I'm kidding. Ramadan chat show is a chat show that some of my students are doing they're actually doing it pretty much every day, but in the for American time, what would be suitable is 5 p.m. EST. They come online. It's a get together of kids. You can watch some of the replays on my Facebook page. We go through, they share stories of companions, a reminder. We have a theme of the day. For example, today we will have the next one at 8 p.m. Sydney time, 1 p.m. Riyadh time, and 11 a.m. UK time. It's so hard to remember all these different time zones. My brain is like not so great at it. But anyways, so we do it in one more suitable for the like UK, Saudi, Middle East, India, Pakistan, Australia, and one more suitable for North American time. So one is at 11 a.m. UK time, one is at 5 p.m. EST time. And in that show is a lot of fun. We play a number of games in that, and the games also inshallah help us learn. We enjoy each other's company. We also have discussions about important topics, and it's all led by kids. I'm just there for support, but I'm hardly actually teaching anything. But mashallah, kids are doing an excellent job. So join us. It's a fun opportunity. 5 p.m. EST, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And tonight, well, it's night for me, Sunday night. Sunday, 11 a.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Riyadh time, 8 p.m. Sydney time. For America, what time would it be? America, Canada. I think like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. EST, probably. So if you're early risers, maybe Suhoor time, that will be like your time. You can join us on Sundays as well. We do it almost every day. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Remember to share it, because when you share it, anybody else who benefits, even like from one line they benefit, Allah will reward you for it. And in Ramadan, we want to multiply our reward, right? So share it, inshallah. I'm sure more than one people will benefit from you, and your reward will multiply too. And my reward will multiply too. Okay, Jazakallah khair, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. See you tomorrow.